Let's just go for it. Oh my God. Look at this. Do y'all see this? This is so cute. Hi everyone, and welcome back to another amazing episode of Eating Right with Angel. Of course, I'm your host, Angel, and today we're going to be making a spinach manicotti with a homemade marinara sauce. So I'm looking forward to this. Right now, I do already have some water boiling because what we're gonna do is we're gonna peel our tomatoes. Look how beautiful these are. I picked these up at a local market and they are just simply beautiful. Like, look at the vine. I cannot wait to taste this marinara sauce. So first what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just remove the stems from our tomatoes, and even the stems smell so good. Oh my goodness, I cannot wait. So we're just gonna go ahead and peel these or take the stems off. Beautiful, simple and easy. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and take our knife, and on the bottom side, not the side where we just pull the stem, but on the bottom side here, we're just gonna cut a little X. Make sure you have a nice sharp knife as well. Oh yeah. So you see, we just have a nice little X at the bottom. This is gonna help this boiling water seep in under the skin and help us remove this super quick and easy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this to all of our tomatoes here. So now our tomatoes are all done. We're gonna go ahead and remove this. And then what we're gonna do is drop our tomatoes just into our boiling water here, because we just want it to get, just a little bit, just to help peel it off easier. And these are only gonna be in there for about 1 minute. So my pot is full now, don't wanna overcrowd the pan. So what we're gonna do now is bring over our ice water. So this is gonna help just shock our tomatoes so that it'll stop the cooking process, but also it's gonna, again, make the tomatoes peel off super smooth and super easy. Perfect, so our tomatoes are ready. You'll see them start to just come open just a little bit here. Oh yeah, that's gonna be so easy. So let's go ahead and get those. You see how it already started to peel a little bit? See, it already started to peel there. So we're just gonna go ahead and drop this into our nice ice bath here. And I am using reusable ice cubes because save the planet. And you see, it's so much easier when you have this slotted spoon here. Just the right size. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and drop these in, and then I'll show you how to peel one of the tomatoes here. So what you're gonna do first is grab your tomato, and look how easy this comes off. Like, it's going to just slide right off. You see that? It just slides right off. I'm not putting in any effort at all. Like, look at that, just comes right off. And there you have it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest. So we have already finished peeling our tomatoes here. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and start on our sauce. So I do already have a hot pan here. We're gonna go ahead and add some olive oil. And that's gonna give a nice, rich, authentic flavor to it. We're gonna add a good amount. Perfect. And then what we're gonna do is go ahead and chop our onions. So we're just gonna do a simple dice on it. We're not gonna do anything too fancy here. And I'm sorry in advance if I cry, because onions are just, they are the death of me sometimes. So I'm just gonna do a nice little cut here. And then we're just gonna dump everything right into the pan. So we're gonna get all of these pieces here because they're all gonna get cooked down. Perfect. And this should be nice and hot here. So we're gonna go ahead and add our onions. that sizzle. Perfect. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do the other half as well. So our onions are in now. We're just gonna go ahead and move those around. Get those nice and coated with that olive oil. Oh, it already smells so good. I cannot wait. So we're gonna go ahead and let that cook down. While we do that, we're gonna go ahead and chop some garlic. So I just have 3 pretty large cloves of garlic. Oh well, that was a little heavy-handed there. Went ahead and broke it in half. So we're gonna just go ahead and chop the garlic. And we're not gonna finely chop it since everything's gonna get cooked down. So we're just gonna do like a nice few slices on it. Nothing too crazy because everything's just gonna get cooked down. Perfect. Oh, as you can see, I'm a little flustered right now because all these flavors are just so fragrant. But we're just gonna go ahead and move that around. I don't have this on very high at all. You can really smell that garlic now coming through. It smells really delicious. So next what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and add our tomatoes. So we're just gonna do a simple chop on those as well. Because again, everything's just gonna get cooked down. So we'll go ahead and slice off the top here. And for me, I kind of still like it to be kind of chunky, not necessarily like a deli sandwich or anything, but definitely just a little chunky. So we're going to go ahead and give this just a nice little chop here. Just rough chop everything. And then just add it right in. So we have all of our tomatoes in and going at a nice simmer right now. I'm just stirring this together just to make sure that everything is nice and incorporated. It already smells delicious, like it already smells like a marinara sauce. So next what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and stir in some seasoning. So this is just some basil stems, dried basil, crushed red pepper, some oregano flakes, Italian seasoning, you know, all the things that make a marinara great. So we're gonna go ahead and stir those in. And it's not at a high heat, it's at a really nice slow simmer. Because this is gonna cook for about 45 minutes to an hour before we actually use it in our manicotti. So that is nice and incorporated. Then I'm gonna add some sugar to bring out the natural sweetness of the tomatoes. It smells so good. And it looks even better. Like, I cannot wait for these tomatoes to boil down and get that nice red, beautiful color. And then lastly, we're just gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper because we want to season as we go. We don't want to season too heavily up front. So everything I'm adding is just to go ahead and get it nice and incorporated. And then as it goes on, like maybe every 10 to 15 minutes, I'll taste it just to make sure that the flavors are right and add as needed. So this is gonna go for 45 minutes uncovered. You can cover it, leave it a little bit open. Maybe I will cover it. Yeah, I'll probably cover it. So again, this is gonna go for 45 minutes. And then once we come back, it'll be time to go ahead and make our filling for the manicotti shell. So marinara sauce is cooking, we're gonna go ahead and wilt down our spinach just so that it's more manageable inside of our filling for our manicotti. So I just have a healthy amount of spinach here and just some boiling water, because as everyone knows, spinach is like the worst yield that you can possibly get from anything. Like, you can have this much spinach and you're only gonna get a little bit out of it. So, and I only have a little bit of water as well inside of my pot, because again, like, we're gonna have to drain it, but I don't want to have to drain off too much because all of the nutrients are going to be inside of the spinach. So it's just enough to help this wilt down, and then we'll be good to go. So as you can see, this is all we get from all of that spinach we added earlier. So it's not a high yield, and that just means that once you cook it, it's not going to give you as much as you put in, per se. Wow. Look at that. But it smells great, though. I kind of feel like Popeye. And we're just going to go ahead and get all these pieces out, and then I'm going to go ahead and set up for our filling. Welcome back. So our sauce is simmering away. It's almost complete. It smells so authentic Italian in here. It smells amazing. So now what we're going to do is go ahead and work on our filling. So I just have some of my favorite cheese, ricotta cheese. It is the best cheese. Well, maybe the Parmesan cheese or the mozzarella. I just used all of my favorite cheeses because it's amazing and it cooks so nicely. So we're just going to go ahead and add our ricotta cheese. Get all of that out of there. It's gonna be like the base for all of our filling. Perfect. And then what we'll do is we'll add our spinach. And now you see why we wilted it, so that it can go ahead and mix nicely into it so softly. And go ahead and mix that up together. Is coming together. Then we'll just go ahead and use some organic mozzarella cheese here. We're gonna dump in the whole bag because why not? Mozzarella cheese is amazing. Actually, let's just save a tiny little bit just to sprinkle on top of our dish at the end, because why not? It's mozzarella cheese. It goes amazing on everything. So we'll go ahead and mix that up together. Everything is getting incorporated nicely now. Oh, I just want to eat this filling right. And then last but not least, we're going to add some fresh Parmesan. So Parmesan cheese is just an amazing thing. I'm so glad to whoever invented it. If you know who it is, put it in the comments below. But I probably should Google it. But they, oh my goodness, I love them. So we're gonna grate this entire block in half of this one, and then we'll be good to go. Perfect. So all of our Parmesan cheese is incorporated or added. Now I'm going to incorporate it. This is just a cheese lover's dream. Look at that spinach. And I like it because it's not actually dyeing the cheese, so it keeps the integrity of the color. Last but not least, we're gonna add our egg. This is gonna kind of hold everything together. I'm just gonna crack that right on in there. And if you would like to season your filling, you most certainly can. I just choose not to because your Parmesan cheese is already high in sodium, so I just choose not to add any additional seasoning here. And it's also really pretty and white, and adding, you know, pepper can give like those pepper flakes. So beautiful. So this is done. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up here, check on our marinara sauce, and then we'll be good to go. So it is finally time for us to go ahead and combine our marinara sauce with our filling and our manicotti noodles. I do already have an oven preheating to 350 degrees, and that's going to cook for about 20 to 25 minutes, or until the pasta is al dente, which just means that it's almost done. Perfect. So what we're going to do first is we're going to line our baking dish just with some of this beautiful marinara sauce. So while I was tasting it, I did add some capers as well as some white wine. So that definitely helped bring out some of those natural flavors as well. So look at this beautiful color. Like, oh my goodness, I could not be happier. So we're just gonna go ahead and place this on the bottom. And the best thing about marinara sauce is that even if you don't use it all, you can still just pop it in the freezer, and then you'll already have fresh homemade marinara sauce ready to go. And then what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take a piping bag, or you can use a Ziploc bag, and we're going to fill it up so it's easier for us to fill our manicotti shells. So if I can actually open this. So what you want to do is you want to make a pocket whenever you are using a piping bag, and kind of like hold it, kind of like you're holding an ice cream cone. And just fold it back over your hand, because what you're going to do is you're going to work your way up as you put the filling in. What you're going to do is just get some of this wonderful, beautiful cheese and spinach filling. And you're going to grab it and kind of pull it down and clean off your spatula as you go. And then you can go ahead and push that down a little bit. And then we're just going to keep going with the filling. Perfect. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and start off with this amount first. We can always add more as needed. I'm just kind of pushing that air right back up through the piping bag, just so that it goes all the way down to the. And then what we're going to do is we're going to snip off the end here. And we're going to take one of our manicotti shells and kind of just fill it all the way. See it coming out? Ah! There it is! Perfect. We're just going to do that all the way until it comes through and they're nice and full. Fill every coffee shell. And then you're just going to place it right in the marinara sauce. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the rest, and then I'll meet you back here. Perfect. So our manicotti shells are now filled with this beautiful marinara sauce. We're going to go ahead and put this in a 350 degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes, or until the pasta is al dente. Hi everyone, welcome back. So it is finally time for my favorite part, and probably your favorite part of the show too, where we get to plate and eat our delicious creation. I am so excited. Look at this cute pasta plate I found, La Pasta Italiana. It is so cute. Tell me if I butchered that pronunciation, please. So I am just ready to go ahead and get started. So we're just gonna take a couple of our pieces of manicotti here. Oh, look how beautiful they are. Oh, you can see this. Oh, you see it. Look at that. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh man, oh man, this is so delicious. So good. This is what I've been needing in my life. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Just leave those there. I'm going to put them inside. Perfect. So good. The sauce. So we're going to go ahead and just drizzle some fresh sauce right on top here. This kind of stuff makes me sing. If it's not making me sing, I don't think I made it right. Perfect. So here's some of the leftover mozzarella cheese. Oh yeah! We're getting cheesy up in here. Look at that. Oh yeah. Cheese makes the world go round. And then I have some freshly, largely grated Parmesan cheese pieces that are also from our Parmesan bought from earlier. So no pasta dish will not be complete without Parmesan cheese. And then last but not least, we're just going to top this off with some color. This is just some chiffonade basil. And chiffonade is just a knife cut. I laid the basil out flat and then I rolled it up really tightly and then I just cut it. I'm just going to add a couple. Oh man, look how pretty that is. I am too excited. Look at this. Look at that. Don't you want to eat this? I want to eat this. I'm going to eat this. I'm going to get a separate plate and fork. We're going to go ahead and enjoy this delicious manicotti. So I'm just going to do that quick presentation here. Oh yeah, that. So good. I cannot move fast enough. Parmesan cheese for me. So that's what it is. Oh yeah. Look at my plate. Oh, look at that. I'm so excited. Okay. For the moment of truth here. Fork and knife. Am I left-handed or right-handed? Let's see. Oh man. Oh, it's so tender. You barely even need a knife. Look at that. It's just oozing out here. Look at that. Like every time I cut, it even just broke apart. Oh man. Ready for this? Ready for this? That homemade marinara sauce is amazing. Oh my goodness. And this filling, man, I need to take another bite just to make sure that what I'm tasting is what I'm feeling. Because I'm feeling great. That is just so good. Spot on. I would definitely put this at a restaurant. It's delicious. All the flavors are there. This marinara sauce is to die for. I'm telling you, this is to die for. It's so good. So make sure that you give my video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you all so much for your support. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed this video. I really like this dish. I'm going to finish it. You have a blessed day. Thank you.